Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best Sony cameras.
Starting at number 5.
Sony Alpha ZV. The Sony ZV E10 is basically a one-stop shop for vloggers and content creators. While other brands have started to branch out into producing vlog-centric cameras, Sony is the first to release a dedicated vlogging camera with a full-frame sensor. Although it comes with a price tag match, this camera is made to appeal to the lone wolf YouTuber, with useful AI-enabled framing and autofocus assistance features that are great for single-camera operators. Beyond that, it borrows its sensor from the high-end Sony Alpha ZV and performs incredibly well in low light. This is a compact video powerhouse with in-body image stabilization, a solid internal directional mic, internal 10-bit 4:2:2 recording, and a wealth of picture profiles and codecs. If you aren't looking to make it on YouTube as a career, the more affordable Sony ZV E10 mentioned above might be all you need.
Coming at number 4.
Sony Alpha ZV. The Sony ZV E10 is the best budget model in Sony's camera lineup. While it's designed with vloggers in mind, it's an excellent value camera that works well for photography, too, as long as you don't mind giving up a viewfinder. It uses a similar sensor to the Sony Alpha 6400 above and adds a fully articulated screen that makes it easy to monitor yourself while recording or taking selfies. Other additions include a better internal microphone and a headphone jack. While it's geared toward video, it's just as capable in the photo department as its Alpha siblings, with great overall image quality and quick burst shooting. Battery life is also excellent. Its autofocus is less reliable than higher-end Sony cameras, but it's still very effective overall. Ultimately, if you can live without a viewfinder, this is a great budget option for beginners and vloggers.
At number 3.
Sony Alpha A6400. If you want to save even more money, the older APS-C Alpha lineup is a great middle ground option for those who don't want to spend a fortune but still want a versatile camera. The Sony Alpha 6400 is the true mid-range option, sitting between the pricier Sony Alpha 6600 and the more beginner-oriented Sony Alpha 6100. It doesn't have built-in image stabilization like the Alpha 6600, but it has a higher resolution viewfinder and sturdier body than the Alpha 6100, offering a good balance of features and price. These cameras have begun to show their age, with much more limited video features than the Sony Alpha 6700 above. However, you can still get amazing photos out of these cameras, especially when paired with high-quality lenses. They're also still perfectly suitable for more casual video work and vlogging, on top of being quite portable, making it easy to take your camera wherever you go.
Number 2 of my list.
Sony Alpha 6700. If the Sony Alpha 7 IV is out of your price range, stepping down to the Sony Alpha 6700 is a great way to save money. This APS-C hybrid camera is one of the most capable mid-range models on the market, offering a more portable body than the high-end Alpha 7 IV above. It significantly improves upon the older Alpha's 6X00 series models, more on those below, with a new, higher resolution sensor, more processing power, and impressive video features, like 4K video at up to 120 frames per second and internal 10-bit log recording. On top of that, the camera features an effective IBIS system and Sony's most sophisticated autofocus yet, with AI-driven subject detection and tracking. If you want a similarly compact body but prefer a full-frame sensor, look at the Sony Alpha 7C2. It features the same sensor as the Alpha 7 IV above, along with the new AI processor found in the Alpha 6700, in an impressively compact full-frame body, making it one of the best Sony cameras for photography if you need something portable. That said, it'll cost you more than the Alpha 6700.
And number 1.
Sony Alpha 7. The Sony Alpha 7 IV is the best Sony Alpha camera we've tested. It's a true hybrid camera that can do it all. It has plenty of dynamic range for high-contrast scenes and a 33-megapixel sensor that gives you more leeway to crop your photos. Sports and action photographers will also be hard-pressed to find a quicker and more accurate autofocus system, although it doesn't have the fastest burst rate when shooting uncompressed RAW files. That aside, the Alpha 7 IV is also a video powerhouse, with high bit rates for better quality video, no recording time limit, and plenty of frame rate options to capture everything from cinematic footage to slow motion, including 4K at 60 frames per second, albeit with an APS-C crop. Aside from being well-suited to a wide range of photo and video styles, it's also built to last, with a sturdy weather-sealed body, a vari-angle touchscreen, and a high-resolution electronic viewfinder that gives you a crisp view of your subject, not to mention dual SD card slots for extra storage and all the ports you need for video peripherals. On top of that, its battery life is fantastic for a mirrorless camera. All that hardware and processing power comes at the expense of portability, but if you're looking for the best of the best, short of dipping into pro territory, this is the Sony camera to get.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.